Hello everybody, Razorblade Mango here, and welcome to the Titanfall 2 tech demo. Or not technically demo, it is kind of a demo. They usually say, a tech test, but because these things tend to come out so close to launch, really I've come to describing them as just glorified betas in a way, and this really is another one, kind of like what Battlefield 1 is going to be at the end of the month, and the For Honor thing that I'm going to be participating in, I think next month or sometime in October. I'll have to check out the thing. But yeah, this is Titanfall 2, and I'm going to be narrating a game, my favorite match of it so far, and this is the Bounty mode, which I think is by far the most interesting and fun mode not only out of the demo, but I think from what I've heard of Titanfall 2 itself. This is a mode that combines, so basically the object of the game is you have to kill a bunch of AI grunts and sometimes enemy player controlled enemies in order to get cash. And then once the wave of them is over, you take them to your drop box, and whichever team can come up with the most cash from killing grunts, killing titans, killing player-controlled enemies, wins. So it sounds easy enough, but I really like this mode particularly because it combines three different things. It combines, player versus player combat. It combines the mech versus mech, the player versus mech, the AI controlled grunts that come in that you can mow down, and they make you feel like a badass before you get sniped in the head by a player controlled enemy that's way the fuck over there. So my history with Titanfall is that I was very indifferent towards the first one, and I still am to this day. And to be fair, this tech demo, already I'm enjoying it more than anything I played from the first Titanfall. I don't know if it's just the knowledge that they're going to have a single player campaign in it this time, or if it's just like a subconscious thing, but I am enjoying this tech demo more than I ever did enjoy the original Titanfall. And I chose this round, one, because we win, spoiler alert, and I was very proud of that. And my last minute contribution is what made the victory for my team, which was great, and it felt great. And what's weird about these particular games, especially something like something more Twitch based, these shooters, is that I'm not good at them. In fact, to be blunt, I'm very terrible at them. You won't, if you were ever to find me in your average Call of Duty match, I wouldn't even be like in the top, I don't know, 5 or 6 or 7. I'd probably be dead last because I can't do Twitch-based stuff. Has never really been my thing. It's weird because Doom's a multiplayer game. That multiplayer mode I can do. Any kind of arena mode shit in it, and that was my failed attempt to shoot the Titan. But any kind of these Twitch-based games, I'm just not good at, and I don't know, like Doom is just so fast and quick, and yet I'm really great at Doom. I don't usually like to brag, and I don't always say that, hey, this is a multiplayer shooter that I'm really awesome at, but it is. And if you were to catch me in Doom, you'd probably find me like on average in the top 3 or at least the top 5. Of course, we all have our bad matches, but usually I'm really good at Doom. But going back to Titanfall was kind of like a splash of cold water, a reminder to myself that, oh yeah, I really suck at these really fast Twitch-based stuff. So what I like about, I guess, the demo for Titanfall 2 for this tech test is that even though it is, fast, it's still the Twitch-based stuff. You still get sniped in the head. You still get those cheap deaths where you were very sure that you got the drop on the enemy, but they just had to have the better gun and would kill you in 2 hits. There's just something about the appeal of combining AIs, player-controlled enemies, and mechs into the battlefield that makes it feel more large and epic in scope. With Call of Duty, it really... I can only do it in small bursts, whereas Titanfall 2, I initially, when I first played it, I was like, this seems to be like every other first-person shooter out there. It's just something I can pick up and play for a tiny bit, and then I'll get over it. But I guess to my surprise, I've been enjoying this particular mode of Titanfall 2 a lot more. The other two modes that are in it are player versus player, which are just pilots versus pilots, and this domination mode, which is, I forget what, I think it was Hardpoint or something like that. And I thought the pilot versus pilot one was just okay. Like, it's just your average deathmatch with a bit more verticality and parkour. But and Suburbanation, I mean, I'm not Suburbanation, that's from Garden Warfare 2. Domination is something that I really do not like in this particular tech demo. I like Domination in a lot of other games, but for whatever reason, I just could not get along with it in this particular game. They might change for the final release, but for the purposes of this tech demo, I just cannot get into the domination mode. But I can get into this, where it's AI bots, it's mechs, it's human-controlled people, and it's a lot of fun. And being able to pilot a Titan, even though I'm not particularly good at it, it's fun. It makes you feel powerful being in one of these big behemoth motherfuckers, and I like that they went so far as to make it so like you could have multiple Titans on the field. It's not just one person gets the Titan and that's it on the team. Multiple people on the teams can get Titans. I've seen matches where up to 4 players had Titans, and it was insane. It was one of those ones where we just got slaughtered, but it was still a lot of fun. The thing I can appreciate about any game, I think the biggest compliment I can ever give one of these competitive multiplayer games is that even when you're losing, you're still having fun. I think that's the best compliment you can give. And that's the biggest compliment I can give with this mode. Is there have been matches where I've gotten my ass kicked. I've been on the bottom of the leaderboards. I barely get any kills in. I get my head smashed in or face blasted open left and right, and I barely come out from being last place by just like the skin of my teeth. But I still enjoy it. I still enjoy seeing the grit and the explosions around me. Just this big sense of large-scale warfare. It's a lot of fun. It's something that I hope Battlefield 1 brings to the equation, with better gameplay, of course. If I have one criticism regarding the parkour elements in this game, which I do really like, and I think they give Titanfall a different flavor than something I would normally associate with these Twitch-based games. And there are times when you're trying to run around in the environment with the parkour shit. Sometimes you will, like, the game won't recognize that you want to, say you want to wall dash across to like a tight corner and you want to jump up over that tight corner. Sometimes the game will miss out on your button prompt for wanting to jump up, and it will still have you continuing like running around on the walls, because a lot of the walls in this game are designed to have like wall run and wall jump abilities, but sometimes it won't recognize a certain move that you want to do. And for a game that relies on quick reflexes, that can be a bit of an annoyance. There's nothing more annoying than a game not wanting to do, in the heat of the moment, not wanting to do what you want to do, and that could make or break a match. And I hated that little fucker. I hate it. I mean, as much as I enjoy this mode, I hate those pieces of shit that camp out near the cash delivering points, and they just annoy the shit out of me. Because if you die before you deposit your money, it gets cut in half. And there have been points where I've had lots and lots of money, and I've ran towards the deposit boxes, and I would just get shot and killed like 2 or 3 times, and I'd have like maybe $300, $400 worth of stuff, because I'd just be in the corner killing grunts, killing titans, killing enemies, and I'd get over there, and by the end of it, I would probably just have like $75 or $36 left to deposit, and I would just I'd feel like a total fucking idiot. I don't know how I pulled off this next move. I almost did it, but that too, if that motherfucker hadn't killed me, I don't know what would have happened, but I would have been really fucking proud of myself. I'm proud of myself that I even managed to do that in the first place. I'm not a huge fan of the grappling hook system that this game has, but I love that you can grapple onto a titan, swing around it, swing to its backside, and like try to eject the pilot or pull its power core out or whatever the hell I was trying to do before that guy killed me. But it's so cool. It's just a number of little things like that make the game feel more exciting, and it gives you this sense that anything is possible. Like, you can create your own really epic set piece moments like that. It didn't go so well for me, but I'm pretty sure plenty of people have pulled that off, where they like swing around a titan with the grappling hook attached to it, jumped onto its back, and just pulled the power core or ejected the pilot and killed the pilot, and they feel like the biggest badass in the world. And I like any game that gives options like that are games that I find to be a lot of fun and have a lot of replayability. So like I said, you can stay in the corner. What I'm about to do, I believe this is the one where I start killing the grunts, and if you kill, and these grunts keep spawning in, and basically the concept of the grunts, from what I remember of the first Titanfall, is that you're basically like Master Chief to these guys. Like these grunt characters in the quote campaign that the first one had, they would like worship you as these Master Chief level badasses. And I like that it brings that system into the multiplayer as well, where the grunts really suck, and you've also got these specters, these robots that come in and try to kill you as well. But with these grunts, it makes you feel cool, and it's like trying to weed out. It's another like little game within it's a mode within a mode, where you're trying to weed out the player controlled enemies among the grunts, and that can be a cool little chess match kind of thing, where you're zipping and zoo-dying around the map, and you're trying to get shots at each other, but you could get shots on the grunts around each other in the meantime, and it's just really cool. And I really enjoy this mode because of that, because of the create your own set piece moments, like doing the titans, even though I'm not very good at combating titans in the suit or not. I'm not even particularly good at fighting these guys, because I don't know how to take them down very effectively, and I'm at a very low level, so I don't have a lot of the perks that I think it's capped at level 10. So, and I know there's a microtransaction based system that's going to be in the final game as well. I don't know how that's going to play out, but that I can already see that being potentially a problem, because it does take a little bit. You collect merits. That's how you level up in this game. You get merits for like doing a bunch of stuff, and it's not just the experience you earn. I'm not even sure if experience you earn doing cool shit in these modes really counts towards leveling up. I hope it does in the final game. I hope the merit system is just for the sake of this tech test, but I can already see where the microtransactions could, and this is where I put in the final thing, and then I get a victory, which makes me feel awesome. I forget, and the video was cutting out, which was really fucking annoying, but I forget how I got that last $261. I think I might have killed a few enemy players or something like that, but I don't know. Regarding the microtransaction thing, we'll see. Oh, and what's cool and what makes the matches feel even more like you're I usually hate this term, but I like it in this, where it feels like you're making your own story. Like every match, no matter if you win or lose, there's always some epilogue. Like the winning team has to eliminate the remaining pilots, and they do not respawn. So I unfortunately I lose this match against the Titan. I came close to killing this guy, but it did not happen. But I like that the epilogue, you get to finish off the enemies, or the enemies get to escape, and it's like bringing your own kind of storytelling within these multiplayer modes. And I honestly wish more games would do this kind of thing, because it is cool. It's a cool idea. So the match is about to come to an end. As you can see, I died, so I can't respawn, so I just gotta watch somebody, a fellow Titan, I think, dies. Oh no, he's good. So yeah, I placed surprisingly high with it. I got a score that really surprised me. So I'm not gonna say I'm like good at this game, which I'm not. We barely won that by like the skin of our teeth. So that was my favorite match from the Titanfall 2 tech test. It's the bounty mode, and it's available to download for free right now on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. It ends tomorrow, Sunday the 21st, and it comes back up next weekend too. All right.